All right, recording. And here I am. Hello. I typed this whole thing out and I still don't know how I want to start it. All right. I said I wouldn't make any more videos about Methotrexate, but this is my health update. And maybe it'll mean something to somebody out there during this time and age. So I got this whole thing typed out on a notepad here. I gotta read, so I just get to it. Because how do I summarize this? They weren't gonna take me off Methotrexate, the doctors I had in Boston. They insisted it was the only option I had. And I had headaches since I started it in 2019. And they had me taking the folic acid with it, which didn't help, and then they gave me leucovorin, which didn't help very much at all, but according to them it was helping enough. When the headaches and the dizziness were just awful. But to be fair, the Methotrexate did help me heal the electrical burn that was spreading all up over my body. And I've uploaded videos here on YouTube, but I look so sick and awful. Nobody wants to see that. I didn't even want to make the video, but if you didn't see it happening to a person, you wouldn't believe it. Unless you were a doctor telling people there's no better way, I guess, huh? Alright, so that's the summary of this video. And it's a few paragraphs here of what I went through. I guess is worth sharing, because I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm hearing a lot of people complain about things. But alright, let me start with what I was reading here. So, my previous dermatologist I was sent to see for the electrical burn trauma I was living with insisted that I had no other option other than increasing Methotrexate. I have been pleading for years for something to stop the headaches I was getting. To be fair, the medicine did slow my immune system from attacking me instead of healing me, but those headaches had me all messed up. So much some days I couldn't participate in the things I used to do. And boy, do I miss guitar playing as much as walking without my leg bothering me. But anyway, so how do I try getting involved again as an immune suppressed patient? It's a very competitive society we live in. I can't be exhausted and unable to be consistent. No one can. You have to be competitive in this society. Unless you're, born into some type of situation. I won't get into that. I was born in a broken family that was taught to work hard. And no one's going to pay your way but you. I won't get into that. I didn't have anyone to sign a FAFSA. I went into building and construction. Anyway, that's not what I wrote down here. Let me get back on that. So how do you talk about such a thing? Well, I don't know. So I thought maybe I should type it out and read it back to myself before I upload this video, because the things that have unfolded in the last few years leave me wondering, what is going on with our healthcare? So because the dermatologist in Boston insisted I could only increase Methotrexate and take steroids again, which I absolutely refused to pollute my body any further with their steroids, on top of the risks of Methotrexate itself, I thought absolutely not. I'm not doing this. There has to be a better way. So then that dermatologist, who I had to learn to trust the dermatology department there after the first one put me in the ER, and it took a dermatologist from Europe. God bless that man for suggesting that I needed a better treatment. He saved my life. He saved my life from coming all the way over to Boston to meet the few of us that were special cases. And he told the dermatology department there that steroids weren't going to help at all. They were not doing the job. I still can't believe the pushback. That's the doctor I complain about who told me my pain was something else. But I'm not going to talk about that here. I comment about it enough. Anyway, back onto what I wrote down here. So, I could no longer afford to stay in Massachusetts. And I don't want to admit that, but not even the cheapest rooms I could find because of this hardship. I moved to a new state and hoped to find a better answer with new doctors on a new insurance plan. I eventually got my insurance approved in this new state. I only had to wait 6 months. Okay, which is better than the 2 years it took in Massachusetts, in which I still needed a lawyer because the Mass Health kept saying that my condition from the electrical burn and the back injury I got building hospitals and doing DCR jobs through the NJATC was pre-existing and didn't qualify for medical coverage. That's another story I won't get into on this video, because that legal fiasco took 3 lawyers and several judges. One judge telling me I should go on social media to talk about it. So here I am, Your Honor, trying to talk about it on social media. Could you believe it's not really been something easy to do? All right, so anyway, focusing back on what I wrote down, just a couple more paragraphs here. So, my new doctor, my new dermatologist tells me that I should not be having such headaches, and they could try to get me a better medicine approved. And I told him Boston Medical Center kept telling me insurance wouldn't approve anything better, and I showed him the form they wanted me to sign for medical research on methotrexate. So then he says to me, good for you standing up to them and saying no. They clearly lied to you about getting better medicine approved. I did not expect my new doctor to say that to me. Oh, no. No, not right now, little kitty. Not right now, little kitty. No, you can't go over there. Hold on, everybody. Oh, come on. You got to go that way. Jeez. It's not my cat. It's the landlady's. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, they make me laugh. She's right. Okay. Where am I? So, 2019. Pretty much when I started YouTube and they told me I'm going to need treatments for the rest of my life, which I did not want to talk about. I wanted to overcome it, right? 2019 is when these headaches started with the methotrexate. Sure, it put me to sleep, but it knocked me out. It was like I drank a bottle of NyQuil, and half the week I always had a headache. And the dermatologists were telling me, oh, that just comes with the treatment. You know, we'll try increasing folic acid, and we'll try leucovorin, but the headaches were just horrible. But if I didn't take it, the psoriasis, they told me, could have spread to my lungs, and I could have suffocated to death. Sorry if that's harsh to hear, YouTube, but according to my dermatologist, I'm one of those 1% psoriasis patients caused from the electrical burn, confusing my immune system. I mean, it's unbelievable. But they did tell me in the electrical program, we don't know what 277 volt circuits will do to you if they pass through you and you survive. They warned us about that in the NJATC's apprenticeship program. And let me go off here for a second, off my notes here, and just tell you that I had electricians tell me it's a good thing that I survived and I didn't use my left hand. You know, it's amazing I survived it. But I had people in that work program, instead of defending me or saying good job or we got you covered, they said, this is genetic, Your Honor. We don't know his father. I won't get any further into that, but they played that card on me. So, going further. Good thing that I left Boston Medical Center. Okay? Because forcing methotrexate on me by insisting it was the only option was a terrible thing for that doctor to do. Okay? I grew to trust her. She seemed so professional and helpful in many ways, until she started asking me questions towards the end. When did the headache start? When did the pain start? Like I told you, since you put me on the methotrexate, why do I have to repeat myself again? Like, it's like, tell me she made an honest mistake. Please. But regardless, I had to leave Boston Medical Center because I needed to get off methotrexate, and they kept telling me insurance kept denying me. And this is the health insurance I got from serving 5 years in the NJATC's apprenticeship program. I know some of you union guys brag that, oh, you have the best benefits. Well, you know what they told our class when Cobra Pay took over our insurance policy? That the union hall and the school apprenticeship buildings were two separate entities with different plans. And if you don't know that, you're not active enough in your apprenticeship. Moving forward, does this need to be investigated? I don't want to go there. But I will say I'm grateful for the other states that approved another path and have helped an electrical apprentice like me who survived these electrical burns and my immune system going haywire. And I needed a lawyer to approve Mass Health. I am grateful. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for approving such medicines that bring any of us relief, comfort and care, just a break in the storm clouds. Thank you. It has taken immense strength to endure these treatments up until now. I'm not able to be who I was, but the right medicines and the right healthy living changes have helped me. Thank you for listening, and good luck out there. So long.